Alright, hey guys, Fiddle Ferret here, back finally again with another episode of Sakura Santa. So it's been a couple days, I've been sick, and you can't really do visual novels very well when you're sick. So I'm probably going to make these episodes a little bit longer, that way we can do the roots and not have it take too long for those of you who do want to see them. So I'm thinking maybe somewhere probably around like 40 minutes, but we'll see how it goes. So we're going to go work at the cafe. Well, I guess it's time to work now. Although I'm not looking forward to working at the cafe. It'll be nice to see Itsumi again. Sure enough, Itsumi's already dressed in an outfit. She's ready to go to work. Oh, Koji. Good to see you again. Good to see you too, Itsumi. Interesting outfit you have on today. A Santa outfit. A very flattering one at that. I don't have to point out what you're thinking, do I? Not at all. You really aren't any different from when you were in middle school. Weren't you known as the greatest pervert in school? I'm pretty sure those were misunderstandings. Yes, misunderstandings, that's what you call them. Anyway, today's also going to be another busy day, but the customers won't come for a while yet. She sits down at one of the tables. Is it really okay for you to do this? I mean, even if there are no customers yet? It's fine, Koji. I want to talk to you. I take a seat opposite of her. Her eyes don't leave mine the entire time. It's so funny that we've come this far. It's so funny that we've come together again. Wow, I could not get that sentence out. We couldn't be separated back in the day, could we? Nope. We always would go off on adventures together. It wasn't just in middle school either. My entire life up until that point had been spent with her. It's a surreal thought when you think about it. Bonds just don't fade. You might forget about someone or not quite remember their face, but when you meet them again, it all comes back to you. Yeah, we spent so much time together. After we went to different schools, I never really found another friend like you, Koji. Did you ever meet anyone? I met a few people. No one I really remember after I left high school, though. I see. I will admit, you aren't nearly as bashful as you used to be. We've all got to grow up eventually, right? Yes, but completely abandoning any sense of shame you have isn't mature. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about her saying that. She did just blatantly admit to me that she's using these sexy outfits to bring in customers. Then again, if I were a girl, that's exactly what I would do too. Guys fall easily for a nice pair of breasts, no matter who they belong to. Whew, this game, it has a high opinion of men, doesn't it, everybody? You could be like, oh, this game is sexist. This game doesn't really have a high opinion of guys either, does it? Yes, I'd go as far to say that breasts have conquered entire empires. Well, in anime, sure, but real life, I think most guys can, lay off a little bit, but what do I know? Okay, you can stop thinking about dirty things now. There's nothing wrong with thinking about breasts. There's nothing wrong. I can think about breasts all I want, damn woman. Get in the kitchen. Wow. She leans across the table then, allowing me to have an excellent view down the front of her outfit. Really? Of course not. I say that as I look down. I don't really like playing as blatantly perverted characters because they just sound like dicks. It's funny, all they're thinking about breasts, but all they look like is a massive dick. I say that as I look down her dress. If you're thinking about nothing but breasts, it could end up being a problem. Potentially, only because I'd be spending all my time thinking about breasts. There's nothing wrong with setting some time aside to think about them. Pervert. She sits back in the chair, taking a moment to adjust the front of her dress. All right, I'll stop then. I honestly don't mind. I find it odd how comfortable you are with things like this, Itsumi. I'm older too, you know. If we ever came to terms with these things, we'd never be able to function as adults. That's more or less true. I wonder what it would be like for guys to keep getting embarrassed by these things no matter how old they are. Man, what hell that would be. Koji, I've missed you. I kind of forgot about our friendship after all these years, but now that you're here, she seems to be sheepish. I realized how much I've missed talking to her like this. Itsumi, I never really realized it either. It's true, just talking with Itsumi is enough to put me back at ease. I can't help but think about all the time we lost. If only I stayed in that town and went to high school with you. Neither of us would have had to be alone then. Hey, there's no point in dwelling on how things could have been, right? Ooh, excuse me. I'm just happy that I got a chance to talk to you. Right, that's true. Still, I would have liked to have had more time. Oh, I've got hiccups now. That's perfect. I'd like to have more time with you, with just us, talking like this. It just feels like the time I could have spent with you was taken unfairly from me. You had to move because of your dad's work, right? Yeah, he had to move to another town to keep his job. I didn't get a choice in the matter. She lets out a heavy sigh. It's just nice to think about how things could have worked out differently. I can hear the longing in her voice. Hey, I'm here now, and I'm not going anywhere either, Itsumi. We'll make up for lost time, I promise. Do you really promise? The Koji I know never breaks his promise. Of course I promise. I promise to stay here to help too. When you're not so busy, we'll do lots of fun things together, just like old times. Alright, fun things. I remember some of your favorite fun things to do. Remember when you tried to get someone to buy you an adult magazine? Ouch. Yeah, I wanted to do the right thing and pay for one instead of stealing it. Of course, he didn't buy it for you, pervert. Hey, I was just curious. No need for labels. If you aren't a pervert, why did you look at my chest? You did that on purpose. Am I supposed to ignore an open invitation? Well, it's not like I have a problem with you looking anyway. Anyways, we still have plenty of things we need to get done before the customers start showing up. She gets off her seat. I can see that her dress has slightly ridden up in the back. Hey, Itsumi, might want to pull down the back of your dress. She looks behind herself, seeing the hair exposed over half of her panties. Of course you'd notice something like that. Itsumi wasn't joking about today. I'm more stressed than I think I've ever been. It's even worse than it was yesterday. All I'm doing is collecting dirty dishes and washing them too. How did she cope with this last year? This is insane. I'm stacking plates as high as I can. But there's always more plates. There's always more glasses. There's always more of everything. Yet, the entire time, one person stands out among the horde of customers. Yes, sir, I'll have your iced coffee shortly. Iced coffee is the middle of winter. Please be patient. Oh, you want iced chocolate for your daughter? No problem. Her cool personality lets her keep a completely level head, no matter how vast the sea of customers is. It's almost mesmerizing to see her soothe the crowd as she passes by. No matter how angry the customers are from getting their orders in a timely fashion, she's able to calm them down with only a few words. Please be patient, sir. We will have your drink shortly. Your food will be ready soon, too. When faced with a cool personality, the customers seem to be completely calm as she is. How are you coping with the dishes, Koji? I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Although I'm not fine. I just have to keep going. I said I would help her out, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. You're doing well, Koji. Keep it up. Don't worry, I will. Itsumi already has another tray of dishes out. How does she do this? Well, she has several years worth of experience. Still, she's amazing. She used to be really clumsy when we were younger, but now she's almost cat-like. She almost has a cat-like grace. Then I see the ground is slippery. Wait, Itsumi! It's too late. As she steps in, she loses her balance. The drink she's carrying spills, completely coating the front of her dress. Thick, sticky fluids are spraying everywhere. Well, if that doesn't deserve a short drink break, I don't know what does. Wow. This game doesn't take any breaks. No breaks. Okay, read that already. All over her face, her arms, and her breasts. As she stands there, she seems shocked. Oh. She tries to wipe off the front of her chest, only to see it stick to her fingers. Whatever was in those cups, they formed sticky, syrupy strands between her fingers. That's not good. I must be overworking myself. That's when I notice that the drinks are beginning to soak into the front of her dress. And that she isn't wearing a bra underneath that outfit. Well, of course, I mean, look, of course she isn't. What is she wearing, sticky notes? That's about the extent that her bra would be able to be. I try to look away, but there's just something bewitching about this scene. I'm sure every single guy in this cafe is the exact same thing as I am. Breasts truly do conquer empires. Or, you know, maybe like a normal... See, I always think of it as like, oh, see, I didn't mean to click that. Like what, like a good, like, gentleman would do? He'd like grab something to like help her cover up. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't really, I guess she's doing it on purpose though. So what does it really matter? I actually scratched everything I said. She wants to whore out herself, so let her, I suppose. I can hear them cheering now as she passes by. No, I have to help her. As much as I enjoy things like this, I really must do something to help her. Wait, is he actually like gonna like take my suggestion? Holy shit, guys! She doesn't seem embarrassed, but by it in the slightly though. I'm sorry, sir. I'll go get your drinks again. It will only take a moment. She quickly picks up the tray and carries on as if nothing had happened, but her dress remains soaked and see-through. The sugar from the drinks is growing sticky on her skin too, making it look even more inappropriate. Itsumi, don't worry, they appear to be pleased by this. Yes, I'm going to worry. She stands still and looks at me. It's only a few drinks, Koji. You know that's not what I'm talking about. I look down again, able to see the peaks of the mountains. Would you like me to show them to you? No. Oh, you don't like my boobs? That's not the issue here. Look, get cleaned up. I'll take over for you in the meantime. Are you sure you want to do that? I look behind her at the roaring crowd. My instincts are screaming at me to run away. The crowd will eat me alive, I'm sure. But for Itsumi's sake, I'll face them. Yes, I'll do it. Just go clean yourself up, okay? As you wish, Koji. I probably just signed my death warrant. But if it's for Itsumi, then it's okay. After the nightmarish day, we finally finish. It's dark when we leave the cafe. You did well, Koji. Also, thank you for giving me time to clean up. Don't worry about it. I barely had time to catch my breath today. I didn't really have a problem with it, though. How do I tell her? I just didn't like the idea of those guys peeving on you like that. It just didn't seem right to me. Wow. He's almost a moral guy when it comes to other guys, I guess. But when it comes to himself, it's fine. It may seem silly, since I obviously share the same feelings they do. Wow, I predict this game so well! But I don't like them looking at my childhood friend that way. We just start to joke about it. I see. That actually makes me very happy, Koji. You still do care about me after all these years. Why wouldn't I care about you, Itsumi? I was worried you were just being polite. It just seems you really do care. She seems so uncertain, too. It's been a long time, after all. Of course I care about you. Why wouldn't I, Itsumi? Wow. He was talking earlier. If he knows that she still likes him, he is laying it on really thick. So he better like her back, because otherwise it's just, wow, being a dick at this point. Feelings can change with time. That's just how life is. Quietly, she fidgets on the spot. I'd like to walk with you for a while, Koji, if that's okay with you. Of course. I'm really tired after today, but spending time with Itsumi makes me feel less weary. Lead the way then, Koji. Lots of dots. As I shuffle into my apartment, I collapse onto my lounge. What a day that was. Itsumi follows shortly after. How are you still able to walk, Itsumi? Practice. Nothing you can't get used to, Koji. I don't think you can get used to that. Just how tough is this girl? Today was a lot of fun, despite how hard it was. You know, I'm never convinced. You know, it's never convincing when you say it was hard, because you never seem to be tired. You've got to have a poker face when you're dealing with those crowds. They can taste your fear. You make them sound like they're monsters or something. Oh, but they are. Did you not see the hunger in their eyes? Well, I guess so. That's probably why they went to the cafe in the first place. Metaphoric hunger. Trust me, some customers look for an excuse so they can ruin your day. What makes you keep going then? Despite all of the hardships of the job, at least it's never boring. You wouldn't believe how boring it can be defined in this town. The cafe and work are pretty much the only things that have kept me sane this entire time. But the pressure is incredible, isn't it? Insanely so. Whenever I make a mistake, it disrupts the entire flow. So I pretty much demand perfection for myself when I'm working. But you didn't seem too fussed when you made that mistake earlier. That's because you were there. You covered my mistake and gave me a chance to correct my wits. That was really sweet of you, Koji. I'm amazed that you lasted that long while I was busy. It's nothing if I'm doing it for a friend. No, really, you were amazing today. I'm not that great compared to you, Itsumi. How many dishes would you have served on that day? Easily over 100. But I find that fairly normal. Normal, she says. I want to say it again, Koji. Thank you for helping me out at the cafe. You've made it a lot easier for all the staff here, especially me. Honestly, it's no trouble. I had nothing better to do anyway. By the way, did you see them? See them? Oh, right. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. You definitely did. I saw your eyes. Well, it's not my fault if your outfit was see-through. Seriously, have you considered wearing a bra? They're a pain to deal with. She used to be flat, so I know why she doesn't like wearing them. Do you really know? Do you really? Anyway, I really should get some rest. I'll see you later, Koji. Of course, until next time, Itsumi. As she walks out of the apartment, I see something as her skirt lifts for a brief moment. Huh, that's interesting. Interesting indeed. Lots of dots! Yesterday was hell. I thought the day before that was hell at the cafe. But this was like double hell, if such a thing existed. How Itsumi survived this for years, I know she's tough, but that kind of tenacity is insane. But I'm glad that I gave her a chance to clean up. Seeing her with white fluid all over her chest, it just made me feel really wrong. She didn't seem to have a problem with it, but even so, I don't think that the cafe should be using her like that. I guess I never noticed how shameless she was before. Oh man, my throat. Oh, where's my water? But it's something that's become a lot more apparent now that she actually looks like a woman. Seriously, back in the day, I speculated about whether she'd ever have boobs. Why would you expect it like that when you were a kid? But it's fine. Looks like I was proven wrong. Anyway, today is another day. Alright, I'll probably just cut that episode there because I don't feel like making it 40 minutes. I think I'll just keep it the normal episode length. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you back the next time. Bye!